What's up, everybody? We got a super cool truck to talk about today. We're going to be talking about the TRX RAM 1500. Now, this is the HELLCAT powered RAM that Ram has put out, and let me tell you, this thing is insane. To start off, I wanted to go over all the different stats about the vehicle, and then I wanted to get into my review and my opinion of the truck. So once we have that baseline of what this truck actually is, then we can get into breaking it down. So to start off with the name here, I couldn't find anywhere where Ram specifically said this was a HELLCAT. However, they're calling it HELLCAT powered because of the motor. So this isn't necessarily under the HELLCAT name, but it is HELLCAT powered. So this truck actually won 2021 Truck of the Year. Now, a lot of people seem to be talking about this, and a lot of people seem to like this truck, including myself. Starting off with the obvious here, under the hood, this has a 6.2 liter V8. This motor and supercharger combo puts out 702 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque in traditional HELLCAT fashion. The 0 to 60 time on this truck is 4.5 seconds, which is crazy for a truck. To put that into comparison, I did a test on my 2005 Mustang GT, which is built specifically to be fast, and that 0 to 60 was 5.0. So this truck, which weighs a heck of a lot more than a Mustang, can do that in a half a second less. That's saying something. The supercharger attached to this V8 is a twin screw supercharger that is capable of up to 11 pounds of boost. So this thing's got some capability. A few cool features that this Ram has. Some of these we've never seen before in any Ram before. This first one is launch control. This is the first Ram to ever have launch control. In addition to launch control, it does have a few different track apps here where you can take a look at things like your 60-foot time, your quarter mile, and other things like that. This truck also has a bunch of different off-road and sport style modes, totaling 8 drive modes, including rock, custom, Baja, snow, and sand, just to name a few. Moving along to the interior of this Ram 1500. Now, I've driven a bunch of different new Ram 1500s when I was a valet. So I worked at a nice hotel, so I would always get nice trucks and nice cars and stuff in. And I had the pleasure of driving a lot of these newer Rams. And the interior was one thing that really stuck out to me that I really liked. I wasn't expecting a Ram to necessarily have nearly as good of an interior as it did, and it looks like with the TRX they stepped that up even more. Some of the cool features that the interior has is the flat bottom steering wheel. That's always one of my absolute favorites in cars and trucks, a flat bottom steering wheel that originally comes from older race cars that used to cut or have that bottom flat so you could have more room for your legs. That's always super cool, and I love to see that. You can also see that this has got a lot of carbon fiber features, as well as even what looks like to be Alcantara, which is extremely rare in a truck. From my past experience driving Rams, the interior was the #1 thing that just blew me away. The touchscreen on the interior was always very, very nice, clear, and the backup camera was one of the best that I had seen, and it looks like they doubled down on the interior, and I'm very impressed with it, to say the least. So it looks like I'm not the only one who thinks this is a cool truck. The launch edition of this truck sold out in 3 hours, which is pretty nuts. Moving along to price of this truck, the base MSRP for this truck is $70,000. To put that into perspective, the base MSRP for the Ford Raptor is $56,000, so this is a little bit more expensive, and as we can see that this is going to be a major competitor to the Raptor, a lot of people are going to have to make that decision to spend more money or not. But that $70,000 is just a base. We all know how easy it is to tack on thousands and thousands of dollars in aftermarket or mods or dealer options on the car. So here's what I think. First, overall, this thing is sweet. I think it's about time that Ram came out with a really cool truck, and the Dodge, Chrysler, that whole group, they love to just throw a large HELLCAT in pretty much every vehicle they have at this point. They love to do that, and I'm really impressed with this. I have always been a big fanboy of the Raptors, And when I get to a point where I'm purchasing a nice truck, this is going to be a serious contender. I would almost say I might even like this better than the Raptor. I can't say because I have not driven the TRX. I've driven a few different Raptors. I have never gotten to off-road a Raptor to really use it to its full potential, so I would like to be able to use both of these vehicles to their full potential, but I can say that this TRX is really growing on me a lot. A nice interior really does it for me, and this Ram knocks it out of the park with this interior. I would say that it is my favorite part of this truck. Another cool thing here is just the fact that they now have this power sport Ram out there, which is not something we've really been seeing a lot of. When you thought of a sporty and powerful truck, lately the only one that really has been coming to mind is the Raptor, and now the HELLCAT powered TRX is going to take that spot away from at least some people. Although $70,000 is kind of a good chunk of change, I definitely think that it's worth it for this truck. I think a lot of people, as we can see with the 3-hour sellout time, will be willing to pay this, and I think that a lot of people are going to be tacking on couple $1,000s, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars in mods and dealer options. I think that they're going to have no problem selling these for the higher market price. Trucks are normally pretty expensive, but with being $14,000 more expensive than the Raptor just to start off, it seems like people are having no problem paying that, and I think it might be worth it. So overall, guys, I am extremely blown away by this truck. I cannot wait to drive one and really experience it off-road. This thing looks absolutely mean. I love all the things that they've done. I am absolutely blown away. Let me know what you guys think about this truck down below. Make sure to hit like if you like this video. Smash subscribe if you want to stick around and check out some other cool videos that we have. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.